What's up guys, my name's Soapsy, welcome back to another FIFA 21 video. Today we are talking about the level 15 season 6 3 reward players that we've got. Obviously it is Adams, Edwards and Jullien. So we're going to break these cards down, hopefully help you to make a better decision on who you want to get when you reach level 15. Maybe you're already there and you want to claim them. And we're just going to break down these cards, see what my impression of them is, and rank them 1, 2 and 3 as to how good they are. Obviously the decision that you make will be based on your club and the teams that you run, but let's jump straight into breaking down these cards. So the first one we've got is Adams. The main thing here to note is that he is high, 5'9". Those are perfect for a CDM. In terms of his skill moves and weak foot, 3-star is not great. If you're not a skiller, it's going to be fine. In terms of the weak foot, he's not going to be able to be a box-to-box. So as a holding midfielder, the 3-star weak foot might not be too much of an issue, especially if you're not going to shoot with him anyway, as he's got 55 shooting. He needs to be an out-and-out CDM, not a box-to-box. And not a cam by any means. If we go over to his stats, I've already had a look and some key stats that I want to pick out. Obviously his pace, 84, 86 acceleration, 82 sprint speed is a reasonably good split. That's quite pacey. Obviously with TOTS, not a lot of these cards are going to be super usable and over the top unless you've got, if you've got a lot of TOTS cards already, then you're going to be struggling to get these cards into your team. In terms of his shooting, we're just going to ignore that. You're not going to want to shoot with this card. It's basically dead. In terms of the passing, the key passing stats, the short pass 93, the long pass 87, and the visions at 86. Obviously the 81 undersells it with all of the additional things in there. His passing is actually reasonably good, and for the passing that you would be using him for as a CDM, I think that's fine. The dribbling is where he really excels. 89 agility, 95 balance is very, very good for a CDM. Usually they're quite clunky. His reactions are nice and high, 87, ball control and dribbling both 85, composure 86. Very, very good, I think, for a CDM especially. And then we get onto the defending and physicals. His defending is actually very good. The heading accuracy is a little bit low, and at 5'9", he may not win the most headers. He does have 88 jumping though. Defensive awareness at 88, along with 87 reactions, is great. 91 stand, 82 slide. Is a little bit lacking, but not too bad really. Interceptions at 88, very, very important. And then on the physical front, 81 aggression is very good, it's passable. 85 strength is decent. 90 stamina, he'll be there all game. And 88 jumping, not too bad either. Overall, is this a good card of the 3? I think yes, it's probably going to be one of the top 2 cards based on what I've looked at. It is a good point to note that you can use this card to link between Bundesliga and the MLS with the American players, especially if some of those pacey American defenders get themselves a team of the season card. He could be a good in-between to use if you want to build a nice fun team that hybrids those together. Overall, this card's not bad. I don't think it's amazing. The 3-star lets it down a little bit in terms of the usability factors. But other than that, as an actual out-and-out CDM, if you put a shadow and anchor on this guy, I probably would go with a shadow to almost max out the defending and his pace. I think it's a very, very usable card, and it's not going to be too far behind the meta. So the second card we have is Edwards. In terms of his ability, high-low I think is probably the most overpowered work rate for any sort of attacking forward, striker, winger. High-low is very, very good. 4-star skill moves is reasonable, it's passable. 3-star weak foot is a little bit of a letdown, especially given that he is a left-footed right winger, so that is going to affect his crossing quite a lot, unless you're someone that cuts back and crosses, but that doesn't really work anyway. Crossing not super meta this year though, so if you're going to cut inside, finesse, he'll be fine. Otherwise, you might struggle a little bit with that right foot being slightly poor at 3-star. In terms of his stats, the pace is not quite top tier. It's okay. It's not bad for a winger, but it's not where you'd want it to be. His shooting's actually very good. 95 attack positioning, 85 finishing is decent, 88 shot power, not too bad either. The passing is okay. Long pass is a little bit lacking. His dribbling, though, is where he excels. 96 agility, 96 balance. He's going to be one of those super responsive, like, mental disco dribbling players. In terms of reactions and composure, both a little bit low. His ball control and dribbling are good, but will he have the final product? I don't necessarily think so, especially not all of the time. Defending we're going to ignore, and then on the physical front, stamina's good, strength is okay, his aggression is low, so he might struggle a little bit, and the jumping, obviously, he's not going to be winning headers. But generally, I think this card's probably the worst of the 3. It's still usable though, and if you took Angel Gomez, he will obviously strong link to him. It's still a very usable card. It's still one of those agile, overpowered cards, but I just don't think it's that great. He does have a technical dribbler trait as well. Overall, I personally would not pick that one unless you are running some sort of Portuguese league hybrid with England, or, you took Angel Gomez. Maybe you like Edwards, and that's why you want to take him. But in terms of the card, I don't think it's the best one. I think it's probably the worst of these 3. The third card we have is Jullien from Celtic. Obviously, there's going to be a lot of Celtic fans, and if you're a Celtic fan, I don't blame you for taking this card. 6'5", that's the main thing to note. As a centre-back, he is massive. Medium is okay. Medium-high would have been better. Skill moves, you're not going to be skilling with this guy anyway. Weak foot 3-star is okay and passable for passing out the back with him. In terms of his stats, the defense, the 75 acceleration is the biggest letdown on this card, I think. You really, really want that acceleration to be higher than the sprint speed, or at least up there matching it. So he is going to be slow right now. He is going to get spun, especially with the meta of, like, you know, being very, very quick and playing fullbacks at centre-back. He's going to be a very slow centre-back. He's not the slowest, but you would hope for over 80 pace. For that reason, I would say you definitely need to play a shadow on him. And even then, the effect of the shadow I never feel like is the full effect of the shadow. In terms of his passing, 82 short pass is good, 87 long pass is good, vision 73 is alright. His dribbling, the balance is low, but it might not affect him like it does for Varane. Agility is quite good. The reactions are a bit low at 79, which could be another problem. In terms of his defending, it's actually very, very good. The heading, he's got the power header straight, and he's also got 95 heading accuracy. So if someone is going to head something in from a corner, it might be him. Stand tackle and slide tackle, 84 and 85 are okay, a little bit lower than the card's rating itself. Defensive awareness at 87, interceptions 86. They're all decent stats. Again, that's why I would recommend probably the shadow over an anchor. His physicals are where he definitely excels though. 94 strength, 92 aggression is going to probably make him a bit of a monster in terms of lunging into those tackles and knocking people out of the way. 89 jumping with the 95 heading accuracy means that if you are going to score a header, he could be decent at it, and the stamina at 83 is not going to affect him overall. In terms of the cards, I personally think that this Adams card probably offers the most value of the three in terms of linking MLS and Bundesliga and just being a usable out-and-out CDM. Second for me would be Jullien, just because he's massive. And also the French links that you have in the game. And then my third pick would be Edwards. Of course, the decision that you make will have to depend on who you've got in your club and how you want to run it, but that's just my opinion on how good the cards are from a standard standpoint. Hopefully this video helps you make a decision. If you like the video, guys, please leave a like. If you want to subscribe to me, you can. Make sure to turn on the notifications to get notified every time I upload a video. Check me out on the socials in the about box below, especially on TikTok. My name's Soapsy, and I'll see you guys later.